back to day 3 of Nailmas. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create this cute little wintry Christmassy cabin that I have in the woods. So let's take a look. So first up, you want to start with like a dark blue polish on your nails. I have used Stella Chroma's Mother Ginger as my base, and it's really pretty and it's got a lot of flakies. But you can use whatever you have on hand. Then I'm going to go in with some white acrylic paint and kind of just paint the tip of my nail white. This does not have to be straight by any means. These are like your snow slopes that are going to be the ground of the manicure. So I do apologize for it kind of disappearing into my background, but that's what's going to happen when you're putting white and you have a white background, I suppose. Then we're going to go in and start building the little cabin. So for this, I'm using brown acrylic paint. And I'm just going to start with a square, and then I'm going to take it further back, as you guys can see, and I'm going to create a triangle on the top, which is going to create our roof. After you have the framework of the house done, you are going to just fill it in with that brown shade that you created your outline with. Now that your outline and your filling in is done and it is dried, it is time to put some snow on the house because, I mean, there's snow on the ground, there's got to be snow on the roof. So here's where you're going to definitely create kind of the arched roof at the front to give the full look. I know before it kind of looked funny, but the snow on the top will really help bring your house together and make it actually look like a house. And remember, this part does not have to be perfect either. If you have some little bumps in places, that's actually better because it makes it more realistic, because you know snow blows and it creates little drifts and so on. Then after that, I'm going to kind of go back in with the brown and make a little chimney. And then later on, we're going to put some like light gray paint above the chimney just to give it a little smoky vibe. Now that that part is done, I'm going in with a lighter brown or tan shade and putting some sparse lines across the front of the house to kind of create what you would have as your logs. And then on the side of the house, we're going to do those at an angled direction and kind of cross hatching with the front ones to create the log look. Next up, I'm going to go in and put a window on the side of the house. And for now, we are going to make it white because we are going to fill in the window with yellow to kind of create the glowiness from the inside of the house. But on brown, yellow is not going to work, so we need that white base. Then after that, I'm going to take that same tan that I used earlier and I'm going to put in a door. And then on top of that door, we're going to go back in with the white that I just did on the side and put a little window in the door. And here is where I'm actually putting in the yellow into the window, as you guys can see, and I'm putting in the front window, which I know I already mentioned. But we're doing that now, and then we're going to put in the yellow on that too to make it all matchy-matchy. Then later on, we are going to take black and kind of create some lines in the windows to give them that framing feature and just to make it look more like a window and not a blob on the side of the house. Also going to add a little dot to the door to make a door handle. Now on the roof, I'm kind of taking a very, very light gray and just giving the snow on the roof some dimension so you guys can kind of tell that the snow differs from the house and it's not like a white roof, if that makes any sense. You could skip this step if you wanted, but I feel like it just adds a little something to it. Also, here's where I put in the little smoke coming up from the chimney, which I mentioned earlier as well. Here I'm just filling in any extra snow that I might wanted to added, just to kind of bring the full manicure together. Now time for the final fun part, which is decorating the house. It is time to put on a green wreath. For this, I just used green acrylic paint. This is like the evergreen acrylic paint, and I'm just filling in a full green round circle because I found that easier to do than try to make a ring. And then in that, to define it more, I am putting a brown center to make it wreath-like. And after that, I'm going to go in with some red acrylic paint and put in a big oversized bow because why not be over the top if you're decorating a cute little cabin on my nails. And there's your final look. If you wanted to, you could leave your cabin just as a fun little accent nail, but you could also add in some evergreen trees with snow like I did if you want. And that is it for Nailmas Day 3. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this. I had so much fun doing them and wearing them because, I mean, it's festive and cute. So that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you back here tomorrow for Day 4.